You think saying the right words will bring her back? Let me tell you something powerful. If you were trying to talk your way into her heart again, you've already lost. Because she doesn't come back for your words, she comes back for your silence, for the man you become when you stop chasing. This isn't about manipulation. It's about psychology. It's about power. It's about becoming the man she can't forget, even when she tries. Welcome to Mind Hack Stoic. When a woman walks away, most men panic. They chase, they explain, they beg to be heard. But every word, every explanation, only proves one thing, that you can't stand being left. You start arguing your value instead of living it, and when you argue your worth, it loses value immediately. Here's the truth. Words don't bring her back. Availability doesn't make her curious. You could send the perfect text, promise to change, write her poetry. But if she's not emotionally open, it won't matter. All she'll hear is noise. What really changes everything is silence. She needs to feel your absence, that quiet energy, that emotional stillness. When you stop showing up, not in anger but in power, her world gets interrupted. She expected you to chase, she expected you to explain, but you didn't. And that silence becomes haunting. The man who disappears, calmly and confidently, becomes unforgettable. Most men think distance is the enemy. They rush to close the gap, but women only feel the loss when you stop rushing to fix it. When you pull back your energy, your attention, your reactions, you create an emotional vacuum. And when that vacuum appears, it echoes inside her world. Don't mistake space for weakness. True power doesn't chase, it holds position. So stop checking her stories, stop liking her posts, stop sending those just checking in texts. You're not punishing her, you're protecting your peace. Because when you disappear from her emotional radar, your absence becomes louder than any message you could send. Most women leave thinking you'll crumble. They expect you to chase, to fall apart, to break. But when you rise instead, when you evolve, you shatter her assumptions. Don't try to fix the relationship. Fix the man who was in it. Ask yourself, where did I lose my edge? Where did I stop leading? Now is the time to rebuild yourself. Train harder, read deeper, focus on your purpose. Become the man whose energy commands respect, not attention. Because women are drawn to growth, especially when it happens in silence. You can't fake this. You can't pretend. You must become. This isn't about revenge. It's about rebirth. Stillness is emotional control. When you're calm, you're unreadable. And in psychology, uncertainty is magnetic. Women don't think about the man who always reacts. They think about the one who doesn't. Stillness doesn't mean you do nothing. It means you move with purpose. When she tests your patience, stay composed. When she sends a breadcrumb, don't chase it. When she disappears, don't panic. Be still, because the calm man always wins. She doesn't miss your good mornings. She misses your masculine presence, your grounding energy. But she'll only feel that once you stop reminding her of it. Every time you text, explain, or chase, you strip away your power. Let her feel life without your energy in it. Let her sit with her own silence. That's when regret begins. Not because you made her feel guilty, but because she realizes what she lost when you stopped showing up. The moment space appears, most men rush to fix it. But when you chase her across that distance, you tell her, I can't exist without you. That's weakness. Let the gap breathe. Let her wonder. Let her feel the silence she created. If she's meant to return, she'll cross that distance herself. But if you chase, you destroy the lesson she was supposed to learn. Time heals, time teaches, and time reveals who's meant for you. When you go silent, she'll start wondering, why hasn't he reached out? Has he moved on? Is he okay without me? Those thoughts come only from your absence. Don't interrupt them with a message. Let time do its work, because the longer you stay silent, the more valuable your voice becomes. The moment you stop needing her, everything changes. Your energy shifts from desperation to dominance. You stop chasing validation and start building your empire. Who are you when no one's watching? Who are you when you have nothing left to prove? That's the man you must become. When you no longer need her, but still choose peace, that's real control. And ironically, that's when she feels drawn back the most. She won't miss your gifts or your long calls. She'll miss your energy, the calm strength you brought into her world. When that disappears, scarcity begins, and scarcity always creates value. You don't need to prove your worth. Your absence already does that. So vanish with dignity. Because when she feels that void, she stops remembering what you did wrong and starts realizing what she lost. If she returns and you're still reactive, still needy, still chasing, she'll leave again. But if she comes back and finds a man who's calm, focused, grounded, she'll realize she's dealing with someone new. Someone she no longer controls, someone she now respects. That's the real victory. Not that she returned, but that you evolved beyond the need for her return. She doesn't come back for words. She comes back for who you became in silence. Silence isn't weakness, it's evolution, it's power, and it's exactly what makes you unforgettable. This is Mind Hack Stoic, where psychology meets power.